Welcome to Calling Cousins. This is Cousin Ash calling from Arizona. We want to thank everyone for joining us today.
Cousin Shaw here, calling from Colorado. Being a grown-up is overrated. Hopefully, we have some beneficial advice on how to guide you in the right direction for our Adulting 101 section of our podcast.
Being an adult is the dumbest thing I have ever done. All right, so for today's topic, we have fun history facts. We're going to kind of jump all over the place.
Yeah, the link that I pulled up had actually like 125, and I'm gonna preface this with if these are wrong, I apologize. I'm they were just some of them made me go or laugh, but you can go challenge them if you want. We'll post the link that I searched out.
Challenge them. Challenge it.
Yes.
Do it.
So I am actually going to just read these off to Cousin, so apologize for my eyes while we go through this. Oh, and apparently I keep getting braces during the whole episode, so you're
I
gonna have to
told
deal
her
with
that
that
she
too.
was jealous, so she wanted to be just like me.
So
I was
annoying.
like,
I don't like it.
like, oh, Cousin Ash has braces? I want to be just like her.
Is it because my teeth are so big? Okay.
Maybe it's because your teeth are so white.
Please. Please.
You never know.
Okay. And for those of you listening on our Spotify, we are on a visual cast today. So if you want to see our faces, go to YouTube. Okay, so some of these fun history facts is during World War II, a Great Dane named Juliana was awarded the Blue Cross Medal. She extinguished an a bomb by peeing on it. I thought,
That's wonderful.
yeah. They're like cute. Oh my gosh.
That's adorable. That's my favorite fact so far.
Should I have
We just
ended with
started.
that one? Should I have ended
Yes.
with that? That was the
That's
first one.
awesome.
Yeah, there's, by the way, a
Awesome.
lot of these, I was reading them, a lot of them were very morbid, so I cut a lot of those out. But
Yeah, well, history's kind of morbid.
I know that's true. Fact. Okay, the next one is Alexander the Great was accidentally buried alive. Scientists believe Alexander suffered from a neurological disorder called Guillain-Barré syndrome. They believe that he died when or technically he wasn't dead, but it says they believed when he died he was actually just paralyzed and mentally aware. And I've
Oh
heard
my gosh.
I've heard that there used to be a lot of um, buried alive people, and I can't remember what it was, but there was a specific time frame where it was they had to put something in the coffins.
A
And
bell. There would be a
a
string with a
bell.
bell and they could pull on it.
Yeah, and there's a song related to that or something. It's like shoot, I should have looked that up. But yes, you're right. There was a little bell, but there's a song associated or some shit. But anyways, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember hearing about that. That is nuts.
This one
Nuts.
I this one I knew kind of, but ketchup was sold in the 1830s as a medicine. In 1834, it was sold to cure an upset stomach by an Ohio physician named John Cook. It wasn't popularized as a condiment until the 19th century.
I wonder why. I mean, okay, I guess so. Like, there's this whole thing my mom figured out where if you have really bad acid reflux,
Hmm.
um, you can eat a pickle, and apparently it's supposed to like the acid from the pickle is supposed to like mellow out your stomach, and it works for her all the time.
Huh.
But I wonder if it's the same thing with tomato, like tomato acid, so they're very acidic.
So like the
So
acid overkills the acid?
yeah,
Like too much is it's like okay, this is exhausting and just stops. My pickle trick is when you're cutting onions, if you suck on a pickle, your eyes don't cry. But it has to be very juicy because once all the juice is gone from that slice, you start crying. So you gotta like
that's when it does it.
continue to pop it in.
Still
Okay, let's
though,
see. I know, right? The next one is: did you know that Abraham Lincoln is in the Wrestling Hall of Fame. The 6'4" president had only one loss among around 300 contests. He earned a reputation for the New Salem, Illinois, as an elite fighter.
I
Can you
did
imagine
not know
him
that.
with his top hat?
Now I can. I bet you there's
um,
like some kind of YouTube video out there of like Abraham Lincoln with his top hat on wrestling.
whatever. There's no way. That'd be so
No, I
funny
mean
though.
like a fake one.
Oh,
Not
fake one. Okay.
really of him, but like somebody
I'm
read that
like,
and they were like,
no
yeah,
way.
YouTube. I bet you.
Okay, George Washington opened a whiskey distillery after his presidency. After his term, Washington opened a. Why does it say that again? Whatever. By 1799, Washington's distillery was one of the largest in the country, producing 11,000 gallons of unaged whiskey. My question on that is I thought aged whiskey was better.
It is better, but if you're looking just to drink, I don't think it matters.
And maybe back then they didn't care or try. I don't
Yeah,
know.
probably.
But
I
yeah,
don't
I'm
know.
like, there was another one in here, and I took it out. I can't remember. I actually wonder if it was Abraham, but there was another president that opened a. I think it was rum, but I was like, it made me laugh because I was like, man, I was like, it must be rough being president because they just want to do alcohol next.
I mean, have you seen how much
Oh,
they
I know,
age in a
I
term?
know,
Like it is rough.
I
I
know,
would never want to be president.
I know, me either, man. Oh, oh, I guess this is another. Oh, this one. Okay, this one's sad, but it was also kind of funny. Um, President Zachary Taylor died from a cherry overdose. Zachary passed away after eating way too many cherries and drinking milk at a 4th of July party in 1850. He died on July 9th from gastron gastroenteritis. The acid in
Karen?
the cherries, along with the milk, is believed to have caused this. Isn't that crazy?
That is nuts. Oh my gosh. I wonder if that's why they're like, oh, pie eating contest, we can't do cherry pie. Like, it's like the whole poppy
Oh,
seed thing. Like, you can pop for a drug test if you've eaten a poppy seed muffin.
too much. Yeah, well, a whole. I thought it was like a ton, not just one muffin.
No, it's got, well, I mean, it's like if you're going and doing drug testing, they just say, like, let's just avoid this. Like, let's
Okay.
just not. And then also, I found out when I had the juicer that apple seeds, like obviously people aren't out there eating a lot of apple seeds, right? Have like what is it? Arsenic or something in it. Like if you eat too
Oh,
many apple seeds. So in the juicer, you had to like core the apples first and then toss them in because if you have too many, like obviously they're like I think they were like four is not going to bother you, but you know. So I was like a spaz about it because that freaked me out.
for sure. Yeah. Oh, there are my braces. They came back. Okay. The next one is the Bloody Mary wasn't actually called Bloody Mary at first. The popular brunch drink was actually called a bucket of blood. After bucket of blood, it transitioned to red snapper and then finally settled on Bloody Mary.
Yummy. I'm okay that they changed it from bucket of blood
Red
because
snapper's cute though,
red snapper is cute. And I
but
bet you,
bucket
I
of
wonder if
blood.
it's called that like in some areas still. I
Maybe
bet
I
you
should just
think like
I should just go order one. Can I get a bucket of blood? What? Excuse me?
they'd be like, oh great, she's one of those. Vampire wannabe, ah.
Okay, the shortest war in history lasted 38 minutes. It was between Britain and Zanzibar and is known as the Anglo-Zanzibar War. The war occurred on August 27th, 1896, and it was over an accession from the next Sultan in Zanzibar and resulted in a British victory.
Way to go.
38 minutes, man.
I can't even believe that made it to like history books. Probably prepping for the damn thing took longer than the
Took
actual war.
longer.
I would be so annoyed. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Tug of war used to be an Olympic sport. It was part of the Olympic schedule between 1900 and 1920, and it occurred at 5 different Summer Olympic Games. The nation to win the most medals in this was Britain with 5 medals and the USA with 3.
I totally was expecting like Germany to win that one. I don't know why. I'm just like, oh, or
Well,
like
they do,
Russia.
yeah, Germany does something funny. Oh my gosh, what was it? It was something with eggs or something. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. Anyways, it was hilarious, and I sent it to my friend who was living in Germany at the time, and I was like, "You should go join this sport."
I
But yeah,
know
it
in
was
like
definitely like,
Ireland they have like the log throws. They like throw a whole
"Oh
fucking tree.
yeah."
But Germany, it probably is a keg. They're probably like, oh yeah, throw this above your head. Like it's nothing.
Oh man. Sometimes, I mean, okay. Okay, this one was kind of funny, but Russia ran out of vodka celebrating the end of World War II. When the long war ended, street parties engulfed the Soviet Union lasting for days, um, until all the nation's vodka reserves ran out a mere 22 hours after the partying started.
Oh my gosh. I can't even say I'm surprised.
I know, right?
Like that's a
I
big
was,
deal. And I mean, think about the reserves back then. They probably weren't even that much.
yeah, and I was curious, like, I wish it would have said when they got it back. Like, how long were they out? Were they like, you know what I mean? Were they out for days? Were they
Yeah.
out for a month?
Right. That's probably why they're like the unaged whiskey or whatever. They're probably like, it's probably for like stuff like this. Like they're like,
Yeah.
we don't have time to age it. Just do it.
This one made me laugh because of you. Um, in ancient Greece, they believed that redheads became vampires after death. This was partly because redheaded people are very pale-skinned and sensitive to sunlight, unlike the Mediterranean Greeks, who had olive skin and dark features. So apparently, you're a vampire. We're going to be.
I mean, I've heard already that since I'm redhead, I have no soul. So I guess that's
That's
fine.
true. I forgot about that one. So I had to put that in there. It's just because of you. Oh my gosh. Okay, before alarm clocks and way before smartphone alarms, I don't know why I had to specify that, but um, there were people called knocker uppers, which to me is a different phrase now that I'm saying that out loud, who would literally knock on people's windows to wake them up in time for work. Until the 1970s, knocker uppers used a long stick, soft hammers, rattles, or even pea shooters to reach the client's windows.
That's awesome. I need that now. Can I
Oh
get
my
a
gosh.
knocker upper? It's okay. So this is kind of a funny but not funny thing that sorry, this reminded me of it. So my papa was a truck driver, right? And when he needed like a minute to just sleep, like close his eyes or whatever, he would light his cigarette and then he would hold it out the window so that the wind like kept it burning or whatever. And then when it hit his fingers, like when it burned his fingers, that's when he would wake up and he would go.
Shut up.
It was like a quick like 10-minute nap.
Oh my gosh. What if he dropped the
Yeah.
cigarette though?
Then I guess he was taking a longer nap.
Shut up. Well, no, I'm thinking
I mean,
like
what are you gonna
morbid.
do?
Like, what if it started a fire?
Oh no. I think he was probably in a parking lot. Like, what's it gonna catch fire? That's fine.
You don't know, man. What if a dry leaf? I don't know. I don't know, man.
I get what you're saying, but it's fine.
Ugh.
He's fine.
He's fine. He's fine. The tallest married couple ever recorded was Anna Haining Swan, who was 7 foot 11 inches, and Martin Van Buren Bates, that's quite the name, who was 7'9". When she gave birth to Swan's baby was 22 pounds. I don't know if
Oh,
that's real.
oh Lord.
Why
That
would it be
sounds
22 pounds just because she's giant?
because
Because
if
it's
it's
a
a
giant
tall
baby.
baby, yeah. I want to Google that now. I'm pretty sure I did see that where like recently, I want to say within not recently, but like within the past like 10 years or so, um, the biggest baby world record was just broken in Britain and the baby was like 29 pounds. Or maybe it was like 39 pounds. I don't know,
Okay,
but I
but
was
how
like,
does the
holy
woman
shit.
not split in half?
I don't know if it's a big woman. I gotta Google it now. Hold on. Hold please.
I'm gonna keep reading whilst you Google. Okay, King Henry, and I should have verified this, but I'm pretty sure this is the eighth. I'm gonna
Oh my
King.
gosh, it's sorry, it's from them. It's still there. That's the
It's
world record.
Anna.
Yeah. The heaviest baby born was a boy named Babe, who weighed 22 pounds and was 28 inches long. He was born in 1879 to Anna Hanning Bates and was in
Okay.
the World Guinness Book of World Records.
Okay.
Oh my God, she was 17.
Oh, babe.
Ugh. Anyway,
Do you show a picture?
no, it didn't show one.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Okay.
you can add it in here when you're editing. Well, I don't know if they'd have one in 18. Yeah, they would. At least a painting.
I don't know. I'll try. Okay, King Henry VIII of England had served. This one's this one's gross. So funny. Okay, so King Henry VIII of England had servants who were called grooms of stool, whose job was to wipe his bottom after he went to the bathroom. During his reign, he had all those four such people knighted.
Good. They
Right?
deserve it.
Right?
I saw that. I'm trying to think of the show we watched, but the Anna and something. I don't know. Anyways, it was like a fake show that they made. It was about a real person, but they made it like fantasy,
Uh-huh.
like where people could turn into animals. I don't know. I forget the name of it. There was only like one season, and we watched it all, and it was disappointing that there wasn't more. But anyway, um, that was in there. Like that was like one of the characters. It was like the person that I'm like wipe
I
the queen's butt, and I was like, oh my gosh.
I knew that they have it for sumo wrestlers because they physically cannot reach, but I did not know that they had it for like royalty. Like, are they just like too good to do that?
I
You know?
mean,
I don't know.
yeah. See,
Anyways,
sumo wrestlers, I wonder if that's outdated now because they have bidets. Like,
oh,
I
and
wonder
did
if that
Europe
was just
invent
like an old
those?
school thing. It was either Europe or Asia. I think it might have been Europe.
Okay.
It might, yeah, it's called a bidet. I'm retarded, of course. It was France. I bet you
Okay, 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 okay.
anything. It was that.
Oh, that makes sense. So then, okay, all right, all right, that makes sense. Okay, I just got a couple more here. Using forks used to be seen as sacrilegious. The widely used you the widely used eating utensil was seen as a blasphemous and an offensive to God because they were seen as artificial hands, and such they were considered to be sacrilegious. Isn't that funny?
That I totally see that. People be crazy.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, this one was cute. So Mary indeed had a little lamb. Her name was Mary Sawyer. She was 11 years old, who lived in Boston, and one day was followed to school by her pet lamb. In the late 1860s, she helped raise money for an old church by selling wool from that lamb.
Oh, how
Isn't
cute.
that sweet?
So that's like
Okay,
a legit story.
yeah, I guess so.
They just turned into a nursery rhyme. That's so cute.
That's yeah. I want that's yeah. So there we go. Those are all my fun facts for today. Aren't they? Weren't they fun?
I love them.
Now
I'm
I'm
trying
all
to think
self-conscious.
if I oh, my brother just sent me a fun fact. Um, in the movie Liar Liar, when like at the ending scene when she's like walking up, she because he like goes on the airplane or whatever, and she's like, "That's my husband." Jim Carrey's in the background, like with a firefighter hat on. And he's just like, like all stupid. And so now I want to go see Liar Liar. That's my random fact.
You're random fact.
Yep.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't even know how many I listed, but it was definitely some of these were pretty funny and
Yeah.
hopefully a lot of them are real. But that's that's all I had today for y'all.
That's all, folks.
Yeah. So what kind of quote do we have?
It's a good question.
Let me put you on the spot.
All right, so here's the quote for today. There's a world of difference between truth and facts. Facts can obscure the truth, and that's Maya Angelou.
Maya Angelou, she's so right. It's true.
All
And
right.
like when I was Googling these, I honestly was like, some of these probably aren't even going to be real, but they make you think, which I think is fun. And they
You
break up a
think?
day. So,
They make you think, you think.
you think. Oh,
I agree.
man.
I like random facts. I mean, I can go on and on about random movie facts for probably like a whole day. It's
That's
ridiculous.
true. We could
My
do a whole
mother's fault.
episode on
We
it.
won't. We won't. I promise. Maybe.
Please remember to like, follow, and comment to connect with us. We are now on Spotify, YouTube, and Facebook pages. Just search Calling Cousins. Love you all. Bye.
Love you. Bye.